He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. Who was he? The county inspector. Means he had come to check the computer. What problem the computer would be having while arranging the assignments or while teaching. The description of the little man, round little man, means fat man with a red face and with a box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at her and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Then took the teacher apart means dismantled the computer. Who is the teacher here? Computer. So he dismantled the machine. Open, ripped apart, ripped off. Margie had hoped he would not know how to put it together again. She didn't want that teacher again. So she did not want the inspector to join the parts again. But he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, this time uglier, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and questions were asked. That wasn't so bad. The earlier one, it wasn't that bad, but this one is worse. The part she hated most was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. Nobody likes homework, no? She also did not like homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 16 years old. The training was given to her how to operate computers, so she knew what to do. And the mechanical teacher calculated the mark in no time. Computers are so fast in calculations. No? The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted her head. Patted her head. He said to her mother, "It is not the little girl's fault, Miss Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. It was set on quick mode. Those things happen sometimes. It's a machine after all. I have slowed it up to an average 10-year-old. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory. So there is no need to worry." And he patted Margie's head again. Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping that they would take the teacher away altogether. She didn't want to study like that. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about school?" Well, she was wondering, why would anyone write about school? Because schools are so boring, according to Margie. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, as if with an attitude. "Because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. You must be missing school right now, yeah?" He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, "centuries ago." Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all the time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, "Anyway, they had a teacher." Yes, a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man, a human teacher. A man? How could a man be a teacher? She was surprised to know this. Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. What we do? We teach you, we make you learn. A man isn't smart enough, according to Margie, because computers are smarter. Sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. It's nothing but the brain. Brain is the best machine, faster than computers. Do you agree? A man cannot know as much as a teacher. He knows almost as much, I bet you. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that, to argue that. She said, human teachers versus robot teachers. I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. She couldn't agree to this fact. She couldn't convince herself for this.